Teodoro Teddy Boy Lopez Locsin Jr. was the author of the well-applauded speech of Corazon Aquino before the joint session of the United States Congress in 1986. Teddy Boy was born in Manila on November 13, 1948. He studied in Ateneo de Manila University and got his bachelor degree. Today, in President Duterte's administration, he is appointed ambassador to the United States. Corazon Coangco Aquino was born into a wealthy, politically prominent family based in Tarlac Province. Corazon remained in the background during her husband's subsequent career, rearing their 5 children at home. The speech that Cory Aquino delivered in front of the U.S. Congress is about how to declare the freedom of the Filipinos from the Marcos regime and to appeal for financial assistance by informing the Americans about the Philippines. It is also about how the Filipinos fought against the dictatorial term of Ferdinand Marcos. She then mentioned how powerful the people's voices are despite of the terror leader. She also emphasized how her husband Ninoy Aquino contributed to our country and how ruthless the people are that locked Ninoy in a cell just because of fighting for our freedom. For the nation, Ninoy became the pleasing sacrifice that answered their prayers for freedom. Marcos detained Ninoy along with people who had spoken up for the democracy. Ninoy Aquino died. Ninoy's death served as the country's resurrection in the courage and faith by which alone the people could be free again. 2 million people threw aside their passivity and escorted Ninoy to the grave. The task had fallen to Cory's shoulders to continue to offer the democratic alternative to her people. Corazon was fighting for her people. The opposition swept the elections, garnering a clear majority of the votes. After the election, she now knew their power. A snap election was called by the dictator. At the end of the day, before another wave of fraud could distort the results, Corazon announced the people's victory. People rallied out in the streets when Marcos was declared victorious. They proclaimed Cory as their president who is deeply against the dictatorial regime of Marcos and who is also a recently widowed citizen by the administration's authorities. People have swept away absolute power by a limited revolution that respected the life and freedom of every Filipino. In Cory's speech, she stated, "I will not betray the cause of peace by which I came to power." This statement entails her promise of protecting the Filipinos against any form of threat towards our freedom. They spoke about matters regarding cooperation and the strengthening of friendship between our country and theirs. That meeting was a confirmation and a new beginning that would lead to positive results in all areas of common concern of both countries. People who experienced poverty and massive unemployment for the past 14 years still offer their lives for the abstraction of democracy. Wherever Cory goes, there is only one cry of the Filipinos heard in unison: democracy, not food, work, or clothes, but democracy. Cory gave thanks to the Americans for offering them safe haven when they needed it, and invited them to join forces as they build a new home for democracy, another haven for the oppressed. She made this invitation also a sign of the two nations' commitment to their goal, which is freedom.